Welcome back to another video. My name is Abby, and today we are talking about how your thoughts create your future. Now, if you're interested in learning more about how to create your future and more about self-awareness, go ahead and start right now by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. So let's talk about it. How are your current thoughts creating your future? Now, this information comes from Dr. Joe Dispenza. For those of you not familiar with Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, I highly suggest you check him out. He has so many videos here on YouTube, and he has a lot of written information. 2 books that I've read so far are Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself and Becoming Supernatural. They will change your life. They've changed mine, and I really appreciate everything he's done in this world. So, how are your thoughts going to create your future? First thing you need to understand is that your brain is an archive of the past. So we're going to use everything that's happened in the past to keep us safe for the future. And we'll continue to stay in that because it's seen as safe. We know we've lived it once and we're still alive. So in a survival, evolutionary term, we want to keep doing that over and over so that we can live. So with your brain being an archive of the past and you think the same thoughts, every single thought you think, your body releases a chemical so that you can feel the way you were thinking. A thought creates a feeling, and as you feel more of that, so maybe it's an anxious thought. You're thinking about something that's making you nervous, and then you start feeling nervous. You're going to start thinking more nervous thoughts. So this is a cycle, and it keeps repeating itself. That creates a state of being. And if you've watched other of my videos, your state of being is a frequency that you're emitting electromagnetic signal into the universe, and that is going to draw back to you a reflection of that. So if you're constantly thinking fearful thoughts, anxious thoughts, and that sort of thing, you're staying in a state of being that's going to select those realities for you. Now, when you continually have thoughts and feelings and create a state of being over and over, that's called an attitude. It's a temporary state of being. So maybe something happened to you in the middle of the day. You're having a great day and then something happens. Your tire pops, something like that, right? Something viewed as negative. Well, then you're kind of in a bad mood, right? You're upset, creates a feeling of upset in your body. You get in this cycle and it goes over and over. So you have a bad attitude. Now, attitudes repeated over and over and over are beliefs. It is a state of being, a prolonged state of being, so much so you think it over and over and over that it creates the hardware in your brain. Those neurons are wiring and firing together and they lock in. And the more you think it, the easier it is to think in the future. So if you go back to this, just to keep track, because this is really powerful, you have a thought and it produces a feeling. You think that over and over and over. It creates an attitude, right? So maybe that is that you never get, nothing good ever happens to you. You have that thought, produces a feeling. Have the thought, produces a feeling. Now you have that temporary state, that attitude. You're going to do it over and over and over. It's going to form the neurological hardware, and it's going to create a belief. And a belief and a belief and a belief is going to basically form your perception. If you watch other of my videos, this is absolutely where the RAS comes in, the reticular activating system. So then you look into the world through your brain, through your filters of these beliefs, based on just your experience from the past. It doesn't have anything to do with your future, but because you're putting these parameters on there, these pillars to keep you in that reality, you will then only be able to see that possibility. You will literally not be able to experience anything else because your RAS will not let that filter in. There are so many millions of bits of information that we're actually right now, you watching this video, me recording this video, that my brain and your brain is not allowing us access. Because if we did, just like on a computer that's really slow, it's just buffering, we'd be overwhelmed with information. So our RAS filters out what it does not see as beneficial or helpful to us. That could be a situation that completely disproves your belief, but you will not allow it into your conscious because you have said that it is not right, it is not appropriate, it is not important. So beliefs over and over and over really creates your perception in the world of what is true. Now, you can start to see how those thoughts and feelings is what created that belief. When you do it over and over, the attitudes become beliefs and beliefs become habits. At that point, your body, since it already knows what it's going to feel from the thoughts to the feelings, it starts to become the mind. And when this happens, is basically your subconscious. When your subconscious is just a state of feelings that is just under your conscious awareness. So there are tons of states of being that you're unaware of that are in your subconscious, that your body has become your mind because you've done it so many times that you are not aware of these. This is a lot of times when you see somebody who's trying to lose weight or who's really trying to change their financial life, and they just can't seem to get it together. Like something's going good and then all their momentum stops, or they start having self-sabotaging behavior. Or I have an entire video dedicated to what self-sabotage is, but really it's a survival mechanism, because you're starting to act outside of your self-concept, outside of your beliefs. So then you stop and you go back so you can be loyal to them, because outside of that is perceived as unsafe. So once you start really diving in to these subconscious states of being, which is just repeated beliefs, which is just an attitude, which really comes back to a thought and a feeling wired and fired so many times that you're not even aware of. When you start dismantling these and really getting in there and seeing why that happened, what happened in your past to create that, you start doing this over and over and over in all the different aspects of your life, and you will really start to begin to have power over your future, because then you'll get to break away from those. When you stop firing and wiring, they'll prune apart. There are tons of studies to show that the less you think, oh my gosh, something bad's going to happen, and then you go into a state of stress or whatever it is that is running your life right now by that constant low grade stress, unconscious stress or conscious. The more you're able to move out of that, you get to start choosing what it is you do believe, and allow your mind and eyes and brain to actually see what's in front of you, what opportunities, what is possible, who really are you without these beliefs of your past. Because that's really all it is. You are perpetuating your past into your future. Since there's nothing new coming in, if you keep believing, if you keep staying in this same thought, same feeling as yesterday, well, yesterday automatically today becomes yesterday. And unless something changes, your experience tomorrow will be the same one that you experienced today, that you experienced yesterday. So you have the power to really dismantle these beliefs, to really get into what is going on between your head and your body, and choose a new desire. Start bringing in and convincing your body that that desired future that you really want has already happened. Spend time, meditation, theta brainwaves, going to therapy, asking yourself, what is going on? Who do you want to be? And most of all, who you are being now. Then you can start seeing where your behavior needs to change. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit subscribe, hit the like. That's a great way to show you support this channel and to support this video and to get it in front of people who would not normally see it. And I will see you on the next one.